And I think we're live. Let's see. Just Jeff is here. Patriot Paul is here. Hey, am I too loud? I'll try and I'll try and talk softer. There we go. I got the tablet here so I can see if someone replies or not. Okay, it looks like we are live. So we're at the desk in the reloading room today. I haven't showered, so I'm trying to stay off camera. It's pretty ugly. So I thought I'd see what if anyone if anyone shows up. Just I didn't do any invites or nothing, just to see who's watching in the afternoon, just for the hell of it. Just Jeff says, "Damn." I guess I can go over here. This is kind of backwards and quote. Okay, I'm trying to stay out of the camera here. So I've been all over the place today, and I thought, well, let's just go live while I dink around with stuff. And one of the things is I was going to put the mount on the Rossi, and then the screws looked like they had some kind of clear coat on them. So I got those soaking, so that was out the window. And then I thought, okay, let's get these dies together. And I got these for Christmas. Never once in the world thought I'd load 223 because it used to be cheap. And then I started looking at my supply. And like in Scarface, never get high on your own supply. Anyway, it was starting to get low. So I thought, all right, I'll load 223. So I just took some brake cleaner and cleaned out the oil on the dies. Then I'm going to put them on a turret. And I wasn't quite sure if everyone, let's see. Tactical Rabbit is here. Hey, Tactical Rabbit. I wasn't quite sure which dies I should get. 300 Blackout, I got RCBS small base. So I started researching on, who likes what for 223 dies. And a lot of people I know like the Lee. And they're the cheapest. And JRB did a test on the Redding, the RCBS, something else, I think, and the Lee. And guess what? The Lee was the most concentric and shot the best groups. You gotta love that. I'm cheap. You gotta love it, right? Can you guys hear me? Just say yes or no. I guess I could turn up the sound on. Anyway, so I degreased them, and then I took some pure alcohol and made sure this case gauge here is clean. That's one thing I want to test. I got the Wilson, LE Wilson. They're really good. Even though I do see some mill marks on the top here. So the inside's double clean. Let's see, I got the trimmer for the prep station. And this is weird. I never noticed this on the trimmers. This will be the 10th one. I have, okay, sounds fine. Thanks, Paul. Love you, Paul. Thanks for getting the goofball. Anyway, I never really read this. I'd trim it and measure it. But this says trim length 1.730 to 1.760. What? It should be a definite, I don't know. They all trim good, so we'll have to see once I size some brass. I got to sort. And then trim to length in the book would be about 1.750. So I'll figure out whatever this is, I just do. Unless it's too long, then I'll just, if you guys don't know, if it's too long, you can take a little off the nose here. but usually that's not the case. All right, so I really like this L.E. Wilson gauge. You got your min-max on both sides, and I hope I'm not ignoring you guys. Goofball. All right, so well, the reason I said that was that. All right. So, where was I? This was this was on sale. And the best gauge, of course, is the Sheraton gauge because it shows you everything. This is for 5'7", but it shows you the shoulder, the neck, everything. Okay. But these things cost your left leg. Okay. So I did that for the 5'7" because it's a vicious little monkey. You got to be right on. 1/10 of a grain makes a difference on that. All right, so let's test the Wilson gauge. I got some, I think these are 109 green tips. And that looks good. It's right in between. And then on the other side, what you want to do, you got your min-max. You got to lay it on a flat table. Don't use your finger, you won't get a good reading. So you lay it on a flat table and look at the brass. And that is perfect. So that's right in between min-max. So the military or whoever, LC did a good job. Let's try some PMC here. I was curious to try the gauge, but it was for Christmas. I had to degrease it and everything. All right, this is PMC. That is good. Min-max, that's right where I'd want it. It's like right in between them. And then, of course, laid on the table, flat surface, and the brass is perfect on there. All right, so that's good. Another thing I see a lot of people do is they lube their case, size it, and then just dump it in here. Well, that's bad because this will get built up with lube. So you want to wipe them off real good before you guys know. That's for people that don't know. All right, so that's good. Another thing I wanted to check. Okay, a question here. Okay, we got a question. I just started buying those Lee trim pilots. Well, let me quote you here. We'll do one at a time. This is really awkward. Just a pressed plastic ruler. What? Now we're getting out of hand. Slow down, people. It's just a plastic ruler they measure with. I didn't get that one. Okay, and then Patriot pole. Let's see, is that quote up? Okay, I just started buying those Lee pilots. Use them with the light case holder. Yes. RCBS trimmer machine. I use the Lyman. The Lyman's quieter. I like the Lyman, but whatever floats your boat. Okay, a question for everybody. Expanding braze. How much can you expand at one time while it's warm from annealing? How much can you expand? Expand it at one time. I lost you there. Maybe I need to put the dunce hat on. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Are you talking about it changes when you anneal it? Usually I'll anneal it and then size it, if that's what you mean. Okay, you generally want to step up in the small increments. Well, Patriot knows what he was talking about. There isn't a set amount. You just need to experiment with necking. Oh, you're talking about when you're sizing or neck sizing? That's going to be on the camming. That's what I'm curious about on the turret press. How that's going to work. And I'm very curious to size one of these, but I haven't even put them together. One thing I want to check is their seating stem here. It looks polished enough. And I'm just trying to see what contours they have. Okay. Before I put it together. Wow, that's on the tip there. It's not even touching. It's not even touching. Yeah, that one is too. So this is pretty universal. I should go grab a 70 something grain. Okay, so we can put this together. One thing I don't like about the Lees is this is aluminum, and I hate O-rings. I don't know about you guys, but I hate the O-rings. And this should be steel. You know, pay a few bucks more. I just don't like the aluminum on the cedar, and I can't stand the lock rings they came up with now. Okay, I cannot stand those things. So you use your little wrench or your whatever kind you want to use, whether it's 3D printed or a spanner wrench. I just can't stand it. And then you got the O-ring and everything. Yeah, the O-ring's nice. It helps with concentric. All right. So, am I ignoring stuff? Yeah, Paul doesn't like the lock rings either. I can't stand them. Costanza. All right, so we're going to put it on a turret. Now, here's the funny thing. I had to make a new turret rack on the top of my bench there. So all the turrets sit up. You guys know. I came up with using 30-06 shells. And they sit right on there, right in here. Boom, boom, boom. You just grab what you want. And I got my shell holder recessed in there. So I just go like this on the turret. And in 5 seconds, I'm changing calibers. Now, on these, during the rush thing, what was it, a year or so ago, you couldn't get like reloading stuff. They're so behind. I had a turret or two from Lee. I guess they were just pumping them out, where the threads, I think they thread it this way and that way, but the threads look like halfway sucked and the other half was okay. And some of the dies, let's start with this one. Some of the dies were, well, first I want to wipe these down, were hard getting in there. It was almost like you had to use your die to thread it. I should have sent it back, but it works. Oh, another thing I don't like about Lee is their crappy boxes. It's nice they give you a shell holder. It's nice they give you a scoop if that's your thing. And they even give you some lube, which I've never tried. Sizing lube. It's supposed to be dry when it's supposed to turn dry, so the powder doesn't stick if you don't tumble them after you prep them and size them. Anyway, on these stupid boxes, I just found some on here. Yeah. Every time I open a Lee box, I'm like, oh, is that rust? And it's just red from the stupid plastic. And when they're in shipping, they do this, right? And they go back and forth and they scrape all this plastic deposits in here. Yeah, this one I got to clean off. I thought I blasted them all off. So that's another stupid thing. The boxes, I don't put anything back in the box. I use turrets. So unless they're, Dylan or something else that I'm doing separate. But the box is just for keepsake or whatever. Anyway, James Bullard's here. He says the Lee lube works great. Yeah. So I will try. Oops, wrong quote. I'll get to you. Michael Hurtneck is here. Oh, there's my neck. I'll just show that much. I haven't taken a shower. All right. So yeah, I got to clean that off. Oh, probably just have a skanky brush around here. Oh, that'll work. Which one was it? It was this one. Yeah, so make sure to get those plastic bits out of there. I thought the brake cleaner got it all off. And then we don't really have rust problems around here, so I'm not concerned about that. But I am going to put a little G96 on a rag and just wipe the outsides where you touch them. So they're all clean. Oh, what else is going on? Oh, you can smell me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's bad. Haven't even showered. Lazy day, I thought I'd do something. And then I thought, why don't we crank on the live? We got all the live in the world. So yeah, I'll try their lube. I use the homemade in a spray for the necks and stuff. Shake it in the box. If you guys remember my old videos, if you have the right amount of brass in a little cardboard box and you shake it around, all the shells stand up, and you can hit the necks a little when you're sizing them, especially when you're forming 300 blackout or the case mouths. Where was I going? Oh, yeah, I want to wipe these down. So I love me G96. Okay, if you ever buy this, don't fall for the small can. Make sure it's 12-ounce can, and it used to be $10. So try and get it when it's on sale. I got an extra can for Christmas. Wonderful stuff. A quickie cleaning on your gun or something in between detail cleanings. Boom, bang, pow. There's Tin Man. I turned him on to this. I think it smells like eggnog. He thinks it smells like bananas. But I have the door closed for noise from the family. I don't have the fan running, and I can clean with this, and it doesn't stink. All right? And it magnetically sticks to the metal. This is great for wiping your guns down. You can even get it on your wood. It doesn't matter. You can wipe your wood with it if you want. It's an oil base. All right, so Tin Man's here. Heading into work. Drinking. Reading is hard. Drinking. I'm not drinking. This is orange stuff. All right. I miss anybody? Okay, we were rambling. Yeah, so I'm going to spray a little bit on the rag and just touch up the dyes where I touch them. But we don't have rust problems around here. If so, yeah, do that. Wax, whatever you want to use, silicone, just on the outsides after they're degreased. And it smells like eggnog in here. Not much room on the desk. My reloading bench is a mess right now. All right. Oh, that was bad, Michael. Bad. It's always good to wipe, though. At least 3 times, depending. Fuzzy just put out a video. Where's Fuzz? He should be on his computer. How many we have here? It says 9 watching. Okay, what does it say over here? All right, now I can screw these on. So yeah, that doesn't smell. And we'll see if we got a good witch or a bad witch. Yeah, they're screwing on nice. But like I said, during the mad dash on reloading stuff where it was all dried up, They were like cross-threading these things or something. I think my 10 millimeter one is kind of funky. Okay, we'll leave that one there. Now, I was kind of tempted to use a single stage on this one, but nah, we'll try it and we'll see how it works on the turret. And if so, we're good to go. All right. So, shell holder test. Sometimes you can get a bum shell holder. Okay, this is a number 4, of course, so you can do your 300 blackout and stuff. This one's really smooth. There's nothing catching on it, so even with ejector dings, I think this one's going to be plenty fine. I have an RCBS, and I should compare the heights, because if you switch them, you know, you're going to have different dimensions sometimes. All right, so that's done. I can get ready for that. The funny thing about the trimmer, I have the Lyman prep station, and I thought I ran out of spots because I have 10 turrets up there. Actually, I made a new rack for 10, and I have 11 now. So one stays on the press. And so I thought on the preps, let me grab the prep station. So I thought on the prep station, damn it. But I remembered I had one just for an Allen wrench. So that one can go there, and there's always going to be one here. So it's the same as the turrets. One has to stay on here, but I still have room. Whenever you make stuff like this, make sure you make enough. Now, if it gets out of hand, I'm just going to go out here. Okay? Or extensions, whatever. All right. So there's that. I should put this thing on, but I won't do that live. All right. And that makes everything together nice. Don't have to look and search, going through bins. That makes everything nice. So, what else we talk about? Anyone else here? Hisa is here. Hey, Hisa. We're just doing an improvised dinking around today, and that's what I'm doing. I jump around so many things I want to do, so many projects, things I need to do, and you have to have someone just slap you and say one thing at a time. Oh, here's another. Okay, you guys know I like my little oilers for stuff, right? My little oilers for the guns. Well, Uncle Jim's a smoker, and he likes his lighters, and this is, I save these. I always save stuff just in case, even though it gets cluttery. This is awesome for gun oil. Okay, so you got your little flip up cap here, and when you hold this upside down, I got a piece of garbage or something I can show you. Now let's do it on this thing because I don't need this. You can control it. So if you hold this upside down like that, it's just going to put a little dot there. It's not going to all come out. It's awesome. So I go out in the garage and mix a blend of synthetic motor oils. I got purple, royal purple, and some other and thicknesses. You can even add the Lucas oil, the thick stuff for your old engines you add to your oil. You can even add that in here, and it works awesome. And it costs you nothing because you got tons of leftover oil if you change your own oil. Anyway, this is gonna. I won't be filling this up for a long time. So I thought, hey, why don't I try this? I did, and I love it. Now it's my go-to oiler. Uh, Here's the 6-shooter Texan 12 gauge tray I got last night. That is awesome. It's even marked 12 gauge. That is awesome. So that'll be good for doing hobos and stuff right here instead of my shotgun presses are over here behind me with my cleaning bench for rifles. And this is like the best space to do a live because over there is a mess right now with all the Christmas stuff and crap. Oh, man, this is a lot tougher than. I don't know how you guys multitask, like 10 minutes loading and doing the live. It's a lot tougher. Synthetic 2-cycle oil is cheap. Yeah, it works. It's a little on the thin side, but if that can lube a chainsaw, I'm sure it's fine. It'd be beautiful for the weather right now. It's frozen out there. And we have plenty of that. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah, I needed some 20 round mags for bench resting because most of mine are all 30s. I have a couple aluminum 20s. So these Magpoles were on sale. Usually the 20s are never on sale, like really cheap, $10, you know. Got a Magpole in 5.56, and then I love the Lancers. I get the Lancer in 300 blackout, so we can rest our little pistolas because that was really annoying. And the aluminums, when you shoot suppressed, you want something that cleans fast, and these clean out quick. Boom, bang, pow. Lancers are nice because of the steel lips on there. Pretty cool. If you have an AK, I hope I'm not too loud. I'm really close to this. If you have an AK, get the PSA Gen 2 AK mags. Oh my gosh. They're probably the best mag out there now. Better than the Circle 10, which everyone compares it to. So if you got an AK and you're looking for that, what they were on sale. What were they? They weren't bad. They were good price. So I got lots of AK mags, but I thought should do that anyway. Get a couple. All right, I have a local manufacturer of synthetic motor. Let me do some quotes here. Good to see you, Esau. St. Louis. Green tinted. Yeah. You know what? I think I mentioned it when I was, maybe I didn't post that video when I changed the oil on the van. No, I was doing the quads. When I change the oil on the quads, when I go to read the dipstick, Jimmy, I can't see it. Even in the sun, I'm like, I can't see it. Why don't they dye oil a color so you can see it when it's new? Once you use the damn thing, yeah, you can see it. It's dirty. But right now, they're so clean. I have to be out there with glasses. I give it to my son. He can see better. And it's still a pain because those measure at an angle on the dipstick. And it's, why don't they just put like green dye or red dye in the oils? You know, they should all do it. As a matter of fact, next time, if I can find a safe solution, I'm just going to squirt dye in it. I know they make dye to check leaks, but I don't know how good it is to be running in your engine all the time. But that's a good idea. What else we got going on? So, oops, the quote's going on forever. So, evidently, without announcement, there's not very many people home on a Wednesday afternoon. What do we got here? 12. Okay. All right. That's pretty cool. And if anyone wants to come on, I'll invite. I forgot to do an invite. Damn it. All right, just holler if someone wants to come on. What else? Well, let's talk red dots again. There's a lot of cheap red dots out there, $70, whatever. I'm talking trust your life red dot type deal. The Holosun, this is probably their cheapest model, the HS403B. Two different size mounts, flush or extended for AR. They even come with a neat little screwdriver now for the side tray. Anyway, under $100. My son found these for under $100, and it was under the tree, and I'm like, hell yeah, because I was going to have to pull one off, rob one off of something in a future project. So yeah, they even, instead of just, so usually you get these that do both the battery tray, but now they give you an actual screwdriver for the side tray, and that's really nice. What I love about these is I haven't broke one yet. Yeah, you get all that. Okay, you get all the mounts and everything. You guys probably seen it, but and you get an extra side tray, battery tray. Do I have to pull this thing out? The one thing they could have done is left you room for bigger fingers. So yeah, your battery tray's here now. And I like that because all this is slim. There's no knobs. It's all push button. The only knobs are these, which also have a little screwdriver tip to adjust. That's neat. But the Fox one we got had even better. They just had exposed knobs, so you don't have to take the caps off to adjust. I liked that on the Fox one. Anyway, you want something close to an aim point? There you go. And you can find them for under 100. I looked during Christmas sales and they weren't budging below 112. And my son found them for under $100 shipped. So probably ignoring everyone again. Last year, this is hard doing by yourself, I'll tell you that. Which quote is it? I'll wait for that to pop up. Anyway, these are my favorite red dots, and I'm an aim point guy. As a matter of fact, my aim points batteries were all expired. The old school Iraq aim points. Let's see. I tried one for 21. It's nice. Later they were 12, but sold out quick. Yes, you buy them for 12. The Gen 2s is their latest, and they're all steel reinforced, but really smooth. Those are really good AK mags. And he saw, you should let me know if you need stuff like that. I just picked up an FM15 lower with the plug already installed. Oh, nice. Should have told me about that. Very nice. I have one with a folder set up right now. What I'm waiting for from them is to finally offer 300 blackout. When I talked to Paul, he wanted to change the subject whenever I brought up make a 10 millimeter like my 45 and 9 and make a 300 blackout uppers, ARs. What's the deal? And he tried to change the subject. I don't know if he likes those calibers or not. I found that interesting. It's like everyone makes a 300 blackout. It's the best casting loading cartridge in a bottleneck out there. Okay, you can't really call it a rifle cartridge. It's kind of like a pistol rifle cartridge. To me, it's the best out there. 100 grain bullet all the way up to 250 grain bullet, and they will like them all. If your gun's 1 and 8 or 1 and 7, even 1 and 9, maybe. Anyway, these are. Do I have one handy? Ooh, I can't show the whole thing, can I? Oh, maybe I can show you the tip. Airsoft. Okay. These right here, the old Iraqi aim points, right? And they are awesome. So I used to buy them. I used to buy them cheap, and you can't break those things. You can hit them with a baseball bat. You can throw them. You can go fishing with them on the end of your fishing line, and they're going to work. Anyway, they use these funky camera batteries, which aren't expensive in bulk. And so I had a bunch of them. And then I start looking at them. I'm like, when should I start changing the batteries, in my aim points? It's been a while since, I got them. They were expired 10 years. So all my aim points, oh, shoot, I forgot to put that back. All my aim points batteries are expired 10 years, and they're all working perfectly. All right. And so these were the new ones I put in, 5 of 14. Okay, 5 of 14. So I asked my son. To pick me up, some. And usually, I say eBay, just buy them like this in a bulk pack, like you do all your batteries, as long as they're quality. And I was surprised that Streamlight actually has a light or something that uses these batteries. So these are Streamlight. And what are they? A CR. Okay, so it's for their TLR6, I guess. Anyway, so that was good. No China stuff, none of these batteries are China. And so, boom, we're set for life there because you got 10-year shelf life, and then you got 10 years it still works life. I thought that was hilarious. So that kind of stunned me that my batteries were that bad. Let's see. Am I missing anything here? So when you do batteries for like your calipers and stuff, always buy them in strips. So you'll never run out of these have a long shelf life. And they're cheap when you do it this way. So I buy them in 5 or 10s. Okay, so your calipers, your red dots, and they have a long shelf life, so you're never stranded. Okay. And even though I like dial calibers, I have a hard time reading sometimes, and so I always, the digital is my knock around beater all the time. So is Vanessa Kitty here? Vanessa Kitty is here. Hey, Vanessa. We're just rambling and dinking. It's kind of fun, though. It's kind of fun. And I don't have to worry about hours, so. And it'd be fun if someone would come on here. But I didn't post an invite, did I? Let's see if I can do it sideways so you don't see that I look pathetic without taking a shower. Invite, copy. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this works. Yes, it does. So if anyone wants to come on, you can be incognito with just a logo. Don't have to show your face like me. Okay, talk to the hand. And here's another funny thing. Pat, West Covina Dodge, he's like, well, you got free live chats forever, no hour limit. Why don't you just go turn it on and leave it on outside, just running? And so here I do one today, and he's not here. He's probably at work. And then I do the goofball video for Paul, and he's always nagging me to shoot that Smith & Wesson nickel-plated snub, round butt. And the video I do, no reply. So he nags me, and then I do a video with it for Paul. No reply. I love that little gun. Got it for $200. It's awesome. I forget what dash it is. Well, I can tell you, it's right here. I need to clean it. It's a Dash 5. Model 19-5. Can't show it to you. Airsoft. Spiegel grips. I was surprised that Spiegel is still alive and making grips. He was the man in our day. He was the guy. So anyway, when I was making 300 blackout brass, I separated all the PMC, and I believe this is once fired. So you got small head PMC, big head. So I'm just gonna, first time reloading 223, I'll start with this stuff. Let's go with the big head, or the big lettering. And nothing matchy-matchy, but we're going to be plinking first with the bulk bullets. And then I'm very curious to see how close I get to sizing and seating the shoulder or neck on the first try with the turret press, because I haven't done any rifle on a turret press before, so that's going to be another curiosity. That one kind of looks funky. Yeah, these look once fired. There's no marks on no ejector marks or nothing, and they're clean. So I'll start with PMC. I like PMC brass. That's fine until you go to blackout. Sometimes you gotta. Ooh, that one's got. All right, this one right here. I take that back, because when I was decapping PMC to make up some blackout, one thing that gave the decapper trouble, it wasn't staked. Wasn't staked military. The worst one was the PMC. Maybe you can see it in there. There's red sealant. It's almost like a plastic, and it's wedged in there good. So there's remnants of this one. It's almost like it was off. Anyway, the prep station will clean that up when I uniform the primer pockets. And I also have the stake remover on there too. So I'm just going to make it easy for me today and go with big lettering. And now the primer pockets on these were just decapped and sorted for 300 blackout. The primer pockets aren't clean. They were tumbled to decap. But the prep center is going to clean that up when I uniform. So why bother? Yeah, there's another one with the red. So if you guys run into this, where there's a red ring about around, I don't know what era. I don't know. Well, I got some PMC right here. Let's see if they're. No, they don't do it. I think it might be some, what was it, military style PMC that was doing it. You know how they had their own version of green tip and stuff? Anyway, that's a little skanky. Oh, it'll be fine. Anyway, who am I ignoring here? Michael Scribner is here. Hey, how's it going? Just Jeff is still here. Needs to stream 24-hour Voyager cam. Okay, he's seen the red sealer on the reloads. Wondered if it was Loctite or hydraulic. I don't know what it was, but on the decapper pins, the ones that walk here, it'd make them walk. So it made me do a video on how to keep this from walking, which it's supposed to do anyway. It's like, a slave bolt on the tractor. It's supposed to break instead of breaking your equipment. It's supposed to move because of this cullet here. However, when I was doing like tons of bins of these all in one video. It was around Christmas a long time ago, probably 7-8 years. I don't know. It was in the video. So I had a remedy for that so it would quit slipping. And a lot of people go to the other decapping pins, Squirrel Daddy or whatever. I've never found the need. If you break a pin, something's wrong. And, another neat thing about these, unlike other dies, say you didn't lube good enough and you get a shell stuck in here, and you know what kind of a nightmare that can be. With the Lee, you can just pound it out. All right? You can pound it out with the pen or with the sizing. So that's neat. I've had it before. If James Pullard will remember the son of a bitch video, long time ago, Chap even did a spoof on it. Now I got to remember. Big letters, Jim. Big letters. Anyway, I'm on the single stage, and I think I was forming 300 black or something, and I got one stuck. And I'm talking in the middle of the video, and son of a bitch. So everyone gave me the old son of a bitch crap for years after that. As a matter of fact, I can show you something here. All right, here's the proof. Can you read that? It says, son of a bitch. That was from Chap. He got one flyer, and it was son of a bitch. So there's a history on that. Now, some of you could be amazed at how quick I can find things. That's because you're organized, okay? Organization, emancipation. Gunswater is here. So, yeah, I do have that video in the archive somewhere. Pat found a way to find my really, really old videos and get them. I could recover a lot of them, but they were only in 480. No, they were worse than that, 140p. And Pat saved a lot of those and our old live chats where we were just snockered and fighting. And oh, look at that. There's a good test dummy. I'll put that back for later. The old chats and everything. There's another red sealer, but I'll get rid of that with the uniformer or the staker remover. So we might have the son of a bitch video saved after all. I don't know. but it really hurts when YouTube takes your videos away. You feel violated. And at the time, I didn't think I was backed up. And Chico Wise, hey Ashley, Chico Wise discovered I was on GunTube or somewhere, and they were backed up. Some of them, not all of them, because I didn't join, when I was first doing videos. And so, but yeah, you sure feel violated when your channel gets removed. And you can't find a lot of your buddies anymore. All your replies are deleted. So everyone like James's old videos here, James Pollard, you'll see that I'm not there anymore because they delete you. They totally wipe you off the map. And I think that's what pissed me off the most. But we just keep on plugging. So here's another neck or a mouth, kind of dented. Since we're starting with 223 for the first time, I want to at least have, okay, we'll start with that. Now, you guys tell me, I'm debating, I'm lazy, it's cold out there for tumbling. I was thinking about trying the Lee sizing lube, which is supposed to be dry when it's dry, and not cleaning the cases after they're all prepped. Just to be lazy on these 50. I don't know. Usually I'll do a whole bin, and no, I'll do 5 rounds. No. I'll do a whole bin, and then they're all prepped, But in this case, we'll do 50. So, all right, how's it going, Ashley? I almost called you Hashley. Hash? Those were the days. Do they even have hashish anymore? Hashish! We're talking 70s, people. All right. What else do we screw with next? So these will be just out of curiosity. Sticking up. So shoulder movement is probably just barely. All right. Now, on the lead I set, I could have got the one to shoulder bump, and I might. However, I don't have any bolt actions in 223. They're too scrawny. And all my ARs are different. So I'm just going to, ooh, that one's a little dirty on the inside. Let me put that one upside down. I'm just going to full length size and check the brass when they're done. The neat thing about this and 300 Blackout is it's your cheapest rifle brass out there. Okay? Cheap. Cops are shooting it, dumping it on the range floor. They swoop them up, sell it cheap. You go to any range and you got a Yahoo out there dumping magazines, shooting up the trees. Boom, there's a big pile. So that's what I love about Blackout. And even though this wastes a lot of powder for as scrawny of a bullet it is, I do like my ARs. So, and they're fun to shoot, and they, regular 223 doesn't kick at all. You can just whoop some ass, but I do prefer 300 Blackout if you want to be honest with you, because I don't have to buy the bullets. Speaking of which, so to get my feet wet, And you guys seen this before. To get my feet wet, I'm going to do the berries jacketed bullets. They're not plated, they're jacketed. And these were what, 10 cents a piece. So that'll be fun. There we go. And they look nice. When I weighed them in the video, only one was a tenth of a grain off. They were all 55. And I'll just get my feet wet with that. I took the stem out. I was going to see if the profile was good for the seating stem. It should be. I'm pretty sure it is. Here's another thing on ARs. An entire, Christmas sales are the best. An entire lower parts kit, minus the trigger and grip, because we always want a different trigger, and we want to pick our own grip. I hate AR grip, stock factory grips. I hate that finger thing in the middle. Oof. Anyway, $20, complete shipped. $20, complete lower parts kit. So that one's for spares in case I break something. Boom. Because I've been robbing the pootie, and all my lower parts kits I have left over are missing certain bits. So, and it's always the one you want. It's like, son of a bitch, I need the takedown pins. I need this. Anyway, $20, pretty good. And I've seen a couple brands for that price during the Christmas, Thanksgiving sale thing. And I'm cheap. Let's see. Let's catch up here. Yes, who knew Barry had jacketed bullets? They do. Yeah. And they're nice. So, and I'm in camera. Oof, look away. They are so nice. I did a video right before Christmas. This is my Christmas present type video, and I wanted to make sure everything in the box was shipped properly. Yeah, right. I wanted to check them out. Anyway, yeah, they're exposed base, but jacketed, not plated. Okay, so big difference, big difference. And they're going to be good to get my feet wet on. And if they shoot an inch, I'll buy them. I'll buy tons of them, even though it's lighter than what I want. I want 62 grain, and I want hollow points and soft points, 62 to 7 in the 70s maybe. I just want heavier bullets. A lot of mine are 1 in 7 twists. But this was a hell of a deal, and Midway had factory seconds, which I bought, and they look beautiful. They weigh beautiful. I don't know why they're seconds. And so I got some of those in heavier, and it was all free shipping. So during their free shipping thing. Now, I love Midway, but they pulled a little stinker. Where's that quote? I got to find it and get rid of it. You guys are talking. They pulled a little stinker this week. I get an email, free shipping. I'm like, oh, I need this or that. $99 if you spend $99. And then I'm talking to Oddball Stuff about him getting sizers and things. And I said, well, all the Lee stuff is free shipping as long as you spend $49. And I go on there while I'm talking to him on the phone, and I'm like, son of a bitch. They did their $99 thing, and they cut all the Lee free shipping thing. So you got to wait. When you get the Lee stuff, do the free shipping for $49. It's pretty easy to spend $50, especially if you're doing like a mold or sizers or a die set or turrets or handles, and then it's always like this. You're $2 off. Okay. You're $2 shy of the free shipping. So you need a cleaning brush or whatever, Oh, yeah. Right now they're $99, rotten bastards. Okay, this is kind of fun. It's probably boring as hell. So, and I'm not sitting in front of here because I'm trying to stay out of the camera, being all stinky and all from not showering today. So, I'm glad you guys popped in. I'm glad you're home or whatever. James Pollard, you got to come on here. All you guys got to come on here. All right. So Ashley's been on here. Ashish. But you guys got to come on here. Come on now. You know, one of our Saturday night chats, just come on. You can have your logo up here. And if you come on before 6 when I do it every time, you know, my time, I can pre-screen you and show you what you look like and everything, you know, before you go live, and sound. So don't be afraid, homies. What else? There's so much I need to do. There's a million guns to clean. Oh, on the Foxtrot, the ranch rifle, I need taller scope rings if I'm going to make it so it fits the folder and the 870 stock, you know, both lowers at the same time. I need slightly, so I get some rings. And they're only a few thou taller. I got these Warren rings here. They were on sale. They got a nice little logo. And you can always, and I thought I checked this. So when you're getting rings, you can always check your saddle height. That's what it's going to be from the base of your scope down once it's on. And this one is 0.350. And the ones that are on there right now are 0.335, I believe. So no difference much at all. And then, of course, you guys probably know this. You got Picatinny versus Weaver, and one doesn't work on the other. So your Picatinny rings won't work on the Weaver, but the Weavers will work on the Picatinny rails. But it's ideal to have the same for it. And good locking lugs at the bottom, square lugs. So these don't have them because they're Weaver. So why did I buy? I don't know what these are. Oh, I was thinking lever action maybe. I don't know. I wanted to get those quad locks off of there. And those are taller than the one. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, that's what I got them for. I was going to put them on the, you know, the lever here, which I've been shooting like, you know, with this. And the quad locks, these are low. These are real low. And I thought, oh, I'll go lower because the cheek will. Now, these are about as low as you can get. So I didn't know that. Probably didn't have the box. Whenever you're at Walmart, always go to the clearance section. These quad locks are the best cheapo rings you can get. And we're talking $3 to $5 on clearance sometimes. Okay, normally they're going to cost you what, 15? You guys tell me. What I don't like is knobs. Okay. I mean, it's handy with the coin to get the scope off in case it breaks, but you know, they stick out. But quad locks are pretty darn awesome. What they should do is quad lock down here where it's on your receiver. That would be I would pay more money for that. That would be the tights. I said tights, people. Ocean is here. Hey, Julio, what's up? Good to see you. How you feeling? I'm kind of rambling here, not trying to be in the camera, Julio. But if you want to come on, let me know. We're probably almost done anyway. We're just talking about, you know, setting up for 223 here. And so far, quality control, all the Lee stuff looks good. Dies look really good. And of course, we have our cullet dye here. I really like these, and 300 blackout cullet dye, crimp dye. Those are awesome. Love it. What else should we talk about? I could probably go forever. I don't know. Covered da da da. Let's see what the comments are. Hanging in there. Well, I'm glad you got home for Christmas, Julio. Really glad. Um, Man, I need a smoke. How long have we been on? It says up here, I don't want to be in camera. Oh, look away. Look away. Oh. Gosh darn it. Where's the time on here? Oh, an hour. Okay. I haven't had a ciggy for an hour. Let's see. So, yeah, I'll start with the little Dinky 55 grainers. I know that James can shoot cast bullets in his AR, but man, nobody else can. So, you got to buy those. I don't like buying bullets ever, ever, never again. So, anything that's castable, that's the way to go, especially big stuff. And casting is so much fun. If you guys haven't casted before, it's fun. You got to be safe. I lost a coat and a pair of pants and a pair of shoes over that once. But that's another story. You got to be safe. Safety glasses at all times. Now, a lot of people don't shoot with safety glasses. I know you can see better through your scope. There's a huge difference not wearing glasses through the scope when you're shooting for groups at longer range. But you should all wear safety glasses because you never know. At one time at band camp, and then you're a pirate. All right. What else? You probably guys notice I get a lot of flashlights up here. I'm a flashlight junkie. And I like my bins. See my bins? They're everywhere, all wall to wall. These things are awesome. Okay? You get these on sale. Everything's in the bins. All right, so we got slings in here. You can see what it is. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 3. And you have what are you going to do? Easy peasy. Putting in pie. Organization, emancipation. So, the desk is small. I wish, if I could start a new reloading room, because mine's all hodgepodge. Just add to this, add to that, begat, and it turned into this. I didn't get the best room in the house. I got the worst room in the house, the utility room. And it was just nothing. So I put some sheetrock up, but if I was to start all over, I'd have room galore. Everything would be started that way instead of just adding on. Anyway, I'm glad I saved this desk that I brought from my other house, a school desk, whatever. Oak desk. I love it. And this is where I do most of my sitting anyway. I'll weigh here. I like to come over here. It's my little cubby hole. In case you're wondering, I'm rambling. You can get powder in the eye. Yeah, you can. James is working up a cast load with CFE black. Really? Instead of CFE 223. Interesting. This, I'm going to have to use Varget because I don't load 223 and It's one of the few powders I have, and that'll be fine for 223. And that was supposed to be saved for 308. um, yeah. And so I'm going to have to look around local and try, make sure you're not getting raped by powder because I'm too cheap. I'm not going to be buying no expensive stuff. CFE black I have, but I never thought about loading it in. Well, you're doing an experimental thing. Yeah. I like CFE black if I don't have 1680 for 300 blackout. Favorite all-time powder, 300 blackout is 1680, but that's because I like shooting heavies. And then CFE black, you can't screw that up. And H110, 296 for the lighter bullets. However, Shooter's World Heavy Pistol, any pistol powder and 300 blackout's awesome. That's why it's so great. Never thought I'd be loading 223. Ever, never, never. Till I opened up a file cabinet and went, oh shoot, it's half bare. Then I got scared. So, the times. Another thing is primers. S&B, Federal AR match. What else I got? I don't know what primers I'm going to start with. I do have some 41s. I do have some of these, but I should have bought more at the time when they were cheap. And I have different brands, I guess. Ow, there goes the knee. Right when I was healing up. There goes the knee. Looks like we'll be bench resting for a few days. All right. Oh, you can see me. Damn it. Yes, I have a bad hair day. Well, anyway, I was just curious to try this out on a Wednesday. And I guess we're done unless anyone wants to talk about anything. It was fun. I'll have to go kill it on places that back up my videos because it's a short chat, so they'll put it on those other places. I'll have to go kill that. That's what I hate about automatic streaming somewhere else or automatic uploading or whatever storage. We have bad hair days. Yeah, it's luckily my hair's short. Look at, oh gosh, I'm on his. Oh God! Oh my! For the love of, you want another? Oh, that's bad. Looks like I had a tussle with the cat. Sorry about that, people. You didn't see. Oh, Meg is here. Hey, Meg. Look at what's been on the wall for years. Same with the big one. There's Meg right there. I love you. I know I can be an ass. I'll be the first to admit it. I was an ass to Meg once. That was bad. I feel bad, but I don't blame him. I don't blame him for hating my guts now. You can't take stuff back sometimes, Anyway, your quarantine is almost up. That's what I miss about Meg. When Meg was here, he stayed an extra day, and we did one round video on the turret where he loaded around, walked in the backyard, and shot it. So that was fun. And we both have the same 10 millimeter now. We both have the Rock Island 10 millimeter. I love it. Now, between yours and mine, they started shipping them with a proper recoil spring because the recoil spring in mine is heavy. So it's just about right. So they finally got wind of that because most 10 millimeters are always undersprung. That's how they used to be, especially with Norma ammo, the real stuff, the kaboom stuff. Every 10 I had was undersprung, except for the Javelina had such a big, heavy slide on it, 7-inch 1911. It didn't need a heavier recoil spring. And that gun used a regular 1911 recoil spring because the nose on it was about that big where the spring went. That's where the weight was. I should have kept that gun. But yeah, the EAA, Smith and Wesson 1006, they were all undersprung. Every single one of them. Even the Glock. Now, the Glock we have now is sprung right because it's a 6-inch slide. So you got all that mass. And it ejects right. Ozark is here. Asking Julio how he's doing, and I'm glad to see Julio. I got a pan down here. Yeah, I was going to call it quits. We were just rambling at the bench. I thought I'd throw the live on while I was getting ready for a 223. I don't know when I'm going to get to this. Once I clean the bench up and get everything tidy again, everything is just. James Pullard cleaned his bench. But with Christmas and stuff, everything's kind of a mess. Just got home early from a light week. All right. Well, okay, guys. I love you all. Thanks for coming on here. Wow, we got 20. All right. Unannounced. I wanted to see what it was like Wednesday, and we'll try another day and another. Not because I want to do those days. I'm just curious. We do Saturdays, but we'll. Maybe I should try like 4 in the morning. Yeah, I'm going to try some weird hours, people, and just to see who's up and who's doing what. Rambling like Sleepy Joe. Okay. I love y'all, and until next time, thanks for dropping by. How do I do this backwards? Yeah, okay. Thanks for dropping by, and I love you. And Julio, you get better. I hope you're comfy. All right. And make sure the family pampers you. All right, guys. Until next time, we'll see you Saturday. Or New Year's chat Saturday. Boom. Okay. And he has a slow exit. Afoof.